Well, didn't see no politician. I thought, look at that. I'm always wondering, where's Danny Waters? Where's Danny Waters? Danny Waters. I thought he was dead in the hospital, and look, there he is. But then I got a dog. This should be good. Well, I'm glad he's alive. Look at that, he's focusing big time.
International star.
I thought you were dead.
Oh no, just half dead.
Where you been?
Oh, walking the roads.
People ask if nobody's seen you around.
Oh no, well so usually I stop right here and watch the river and then go back to Barker's Point. Fewer people that way.
Really? When's the last time I put this goddamn camera in your face?
Quite a while. Somebody said you left town.
I was out for a month.
Yeah. No,
Hey, okay, so what's going on here?
Is this a dog of yours or are you just walking it?
This is just walking it. This is a dentist dog. He's a friendly dog, 5 kids. Hello. Uh-oh, he might be jealous.
No, they don't get jealous.
They don't. Okay, you.
Yeah.
So, what we're going to talk about? The election. Who's going to win?
Oh, look, my percentages at predicting elections is right around 0.
Where's your hat?
My hat is...
Oh, okay, go ahead.
It's right around 0.
Yeah, that's right. You predicted my Brad Woodside would be reelected.
I've been underdog all my life, and I always fought for the underdog, and once in a while they win. And that's it. Elections, I can't pick them. I can't affect anybody else's stupidity on what they want to put the X down beside. You get the government you deserve. That's all I can say. So whatever government we got, we deserve it.
Should we talk about what happened, the tragedy?
What happened where? When?
What happened to cops and to citizens?
Oh, no, we just joined the rest of the world. You know, we are no longer a step ahead morally anymore. We're not as bad as those goddamn Americans. No, we joined the crowd. We joined the rest of the world in being just as ratty as every other human being ever has in the history of humanity. The quicker we get off this planet, the better the rest of the world is going to be.
But what about mental illness?
Hey, we got the problem with that. This so-called God of yours wired this shit. He didn't wire it very good. I mean, I made a living off the bad wiring that God produced. You know.
How come we never? But there was shooting when we grew up in university down the states.
We had 1 or 2 murders a year, and New Brunswick is average 10, 15 a year.
Mountain, the 2 cops, Ambrose, and...
So, what are you going to do? We got our numbers here, and if we had 1 million people,
there'd be more.
We'd have 10 times the more murders, that's all. But we just joined the rest of the world in being not so righteous anymore. We're just like the rest of them.
I wasn't around when that happened.
Not as stupid as the Americans, but we're close.
We're getting there.
Oh yeah, dumbing down, honest to God. The invention of television is just rerouted all the thought processes into, instead of staring at a fire
television
in
or
animal
internet
skins, people are staring at the boob box. And they're taking their opinions from other people because it's too hard to think.
Are you talking about the internet?
No, I'm just talking about the television in general. What comes out of that boob box.
Oh, that's CNN.
And the internet, same thing. I mean, it's the same. Everybody's just sending all this shit out there, and the boobs are sitting there watching the boob box, and they're too stupid or too lazy to think, and they think, oh, that sounds like a good one. Yeah, shoot all the blacks. That sounds good to me. And that's it. And then you know, they didn't really elect that boob. That was a stolen election. But what the hell? They deserve them. We deserve.
Since you mentioned it, but let's not forget the. I thought you said there's no problem. Okay.
Well, my dog.
You predicted. You were upset when even there was an election with when Trump there. You were upset. You didn't want to talk about it.
I know how dangerous he is to world peace and to the rest of our safety. We are all in danger as long as that idiot is in any chance of power. And he has it. The only thing that's saving us from that idiot asshole is his total incompetence and his inability to think 2 thoughts in a row. It's like the Core Party. When they took over, the only thing that saved us from their ignorance, their incompetence. And that's the only thing that's saving us from Trump right now. We're not having the rain falling down, all the atomic rain coming from the bombs that are going to be dropped from that asshole.
So, speaking of, we have a different version. You can't stand Donald Trump. I can't stand our idiot.
Can't stand him. I make him into a nothing. Because he is a nothing. Because you mention his name and you give him more credibility than he deserves.
And I can't stand
he doesn't exist.
And I can't stand our idiot mayor, Michael Bryan. So
yeah, but he's a real person.
Is he?
Oh, sure he is, and he has thoughts.
Have you talked to him?
And if you, yes, I have. And he's a sane human
He's an
being.
elitist. He's an elitist.
Look, you got to have elitists in order for people like us to throw rotten fruit at.
And that's exactly what I'm doing.
Well, of course it is.
That could be a threat. Oh my God! Then they'll say, "Oh my God,
right
you insulted his worship."
Everybody has to have their scapegoats.
Okay, what about this Fredericton Strong? I seen a parade last weekend.
Strong for what?
So-called parade, Fredericton for the exhibition, Frex, and they had a parade. I guess the second time they had a parade.
Oh,
second
they
year.
Want to save that as public.
It was just a parade, and then I noticed a car, red car, and it says on it Fredericton Strong. And I just noticed I realized after I watched the video, the mayor was there. I think he was hiding in the back. How much longer do we have to talk about Fredericton Strong? Because they see that.
I don't talk about it. I don't even know what it is.
Wouldn't that remind people of the tragedy? That's what I'm saying.
Come over to the corner of McKay Drive and Charles Avenue. 11 Charles doesn't come there. We have a nice quiet little place over there, and I keep most of the outside world out. I go chauffeur my mother around and make sure I don't be nasty to my wife, and take the dog for a walk, and that's it. I don't give a shit about these issues anymore. I spoke to the public for years, nobody but...
Oh, by the way, you were a lawyer.
And I got a great release from all that shit, but it didn't make any difference to anybody else. I got tired of talking, and now I just talk to myself.
And me.
Well, yeah, I get a chance to rant once in a while. I mean, you are a perfect... I'm like a pressure cooker. You help me from blowing the cork.
Oh, and you do it well.
Oh, God, yeah, it wasn't for the weed, I'd be a mass murderer.
So, next month, are you going to be smoking a joint right on the bench here?
Oh, shit, you know what they're doing? They're taking all the fun out of smoking weed by legalizing it, you know that? I mean, what am I going to protest against? The goddamn stuff is just, pick it up off the street. Half the fun is just thumbing my nose at the cops.
Listen, but
Except it does save people's lives because I don't kill them when I'm having a puff.
But isn't it awful to have a car that says on it Fredericton Strong and give a reminder to people that sees the car of the tragedy that happened? Like you said, it happens around the world all the time.
People like to see and do those things. It makes them feel good. If they give a compassionate look at something outside themselves, it thinks that justifies all the asshole things they do in the rest of their lives. And that's fine, Somebody's got to do that crap. I'm not going to do it. I don't care. And this is, and I don't have to worry about it. I'm worried right now whether my dog is, crying about companionship. And your thing there's ignoring her. I think that's a tragedy.
My thing? What do you mean my thing? That's a good dog. That's a beautiful dog.
She's a great dog.
So the bottom line is life is great.
Totally.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to do this.
Well, I got it made. Jesus, Charlie. Couldn't be better.
How old are you?
I'm 76. Never planned a thing in my life. I end up right on Easy Street.
What about do you like my t-shirt?
Oh, that's wonderful.
Don't hit me.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you're not worth it. You're just a nothing.
So your health is good?
Oh, yeah.
So,
I mean, my knees are as bad as any can be, but I've abused myself, and I deserve it.
Just one more thing.
Yeah.
You remember Justin Book, the guy that shot the 3 cops in Moncton, RCMP.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He pleaded guilty, and I would have loved to know what was in his mind when he did that. So, but we'll never know. You think the same thing's going to happen here?
I don't care.
Is that important for him not to plead guilty so we know what made him click?
Charlie, it's not important what happens at all. 4 people are dead. This person's alive, and there's nothing we can do about it, and it really shouldn't matter. They're going to lock him up and feed him for 40 more years, and those people are still dead. There's nothing. There's no even up here, and so all we have to do is move on, saying humans behaved like humans.
But what about
some are grieving, and
What about mental illness?
Well, we all got it.
Oh yeah.
One way or another.
You have it, big time.
No, and it's not treated properly.
And I have it, big time.
And well, no, it's not, because it's not mental illness. It's just that we have wiring up here that sometimes gets screwed up.
If everybody
And
had,
that's because humans have it.
if
and they're not
everybody had
perfect.
the same wiring, it'd be a boring world.
Oh God, we all be eating Kraft cheese and watching Mickey Mouse.
And CNN and Fox.
Oh my God.